Ah!
Hey guys, what's going on? Third Shirt Reactions here. We're back with Shane.
Tom.
We're back with the Avatar Season 2, Episode 2. Tom, last episode, we had our premiere. It was a pretty big deal because we get to meet Azula.
Yeah.
Who we saw at the end of the first finale from Season 1. And now we know that she is Zuko's sister.
Yeah.
She calls him Zuzu. He doesn't appreciate that very much, though. Did you have a nickname that people called you? I
was just this kind of quiet guy that, you know, had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Athlete, so...
Yeah.
I wasn't from anywhere around the area, so, like, people
You took the most
know.
humble way to describe yourself, but alright.
And, it just kind of... People were like, oh, I'm not going to give him a nickname. We're just going to let him be.
Yeah. Or Touchdown Tom. People called you Touchdown Tom.
You called me Touchdown Tom.
I don't think I did. I didn't try to perpetuate it. I tried to shed it in its tracks. No, I'm just kidding. Well, anyways, guys, before we jump into episode 2, make sure you check out our merch. Check us out on Patreon. You can find the full-length uncut reactions and our next 2 on there right now. Let's go.
We've got a lot of ground to cover if we want to make it to Omashu today.
What, like you're ready to go right now, naked guy?
I can be ready in 2 minutes. Seriously, whenever.
So you were showing me the octopus form. Right. Let me see your stance.
Your arms are too far apart. See, if you move them closer together, you protect your center. You got it?
Oh, yeah. Thanks.
Okay.
Look at Katara showing some skin.
Yeah.
Don't fall in love with the traveling girl. She'll leave you broken heart. Hey, river people.
We're not river people.
You're not? Well, then what kind of people are you?
Just people.
Aren't we all, brother?
Hippies, dude.
I'm Char, and this is my wife, Lily.
You guys are nomads? That's great. I'm a nomad.
Hey, me too.
I know. You just said that.
Oh, nice underwear.
I didn't find anything to eat. I can't live like this. I wasn't meant to be a fugitive. This is impossible. We need food, not tea. I'm going fishing.
These guys have been everywhere.
Well, not everywhere, little arrowhead, but where we haven't been,
Little
we've
arrowhead.
heard about through stories and songs.
They said they'll take us to see a giant nightcrawler.
On the way, there's a water... Look, I hate to be the wet blanket here, but since Katara is busy, I guess it's up to me. We need to get to Omashu. No sidetracks, no worms, and definitely no rainbows.
You're worried too much about where you're going.
You gotta focus less.
I love the music in
and
this
more
show.
on the go.
Me too.
Omashu.
Sokka's right. We need to find King Boomy so Aang can learn earthbending somewhere safe.
Well, sounds like you're headed to Omashu. There's an old story about a secret pass right through the mountains.
Is this real or a legend?
Oh, it's a real
Hippies, man. The flowers. Freaking Jenny, man. Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Oh.
She didn't want Forrest when she was in her youth. Then she became a hippie, did all that shit, drugs and sex for years, got AIDS, said, now I'll be with you.
Those are rumors.
All horse shit.
Vicious rumors.
secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Secret.
Secret tunnel.
Yeah, thanks for the help, but Appa hates going underground. And we need to do whatever makes Appa most comfortable.
Secret love cave, let's go.
Zuko, remember that plant I thought might be tea?
You didn't.
I did. And it wasn't. When the rash spreads to my throat, I will stop breathing. But look what I found. These are pakui berries, known to cure the poison of the white jade plant. That or macaole berries that cause blindness.
We need to get help.
But where are we going to go?
If the Earth Kingdom discovers us, they'll have us killed.
But if the Fire Nation discovers us, we'll be turned over to Azula.
Earth Kingdom it is.
I feel like, why wouldn't they try, like, water?
Because there's only one water tribe, remember?
Yeah, but wouldn't you rather travel to the water tribe than Take your chances with the Earth?
If the Water Tribe finds out that they're Fire Nation,
What exactly is this curse?
Everyone's at war with the Fire Tribe.
Trust and love can make it through the caves. Otherwise, you'll be trapped in them forever. Oh yeah, and die. Hey, I just remembered the rest of that song.
And die.
That's it. There's no way we're going through some cursed hole.
Hey, someone's making a big campfire.
It's Fire Nation. They're tracking us.
So all you need is to trust and love to get through these caves?
That is correct, Master Arrowhead.
Grab her butt. It's the only way.
Yeah, right?
We can make it.
Everyone into the hole!
Poor Appa.
It's too dangerous. Haven't you heard the song? Just close them in. The mountain will take care of the rest.
I hate how destructive they are.
Oh, I mean, they can afford to achieve victory through sheer force.
It's okay, Arthur. We'll be fine.
Chong, how long do those torches last?
About 2 hours each.
And we have 5 torches.
So that's 10 hours. It doesn't work like that if they're all lit at the same time.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna make a map to keep track of exactly where we've been. Then we should be able to solve it like a maze and get through.
You two must not be from around
Cupping.
here. We know better than to touch the white jade, much less make it into tea and drink it.
Yeah, I had that done probably about a year ago.
Where are you traveling from?
Yes, we're travelers.
Do you have names?
I'm Lee, and this is my uncle, Muxi.
Yes, my nephew was named after his father, so we just call him Junior.
You two look like you could use a good meal. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Sorry, but we need to be moving on.
That's too bad. My mom always makes too much roast duck.
Where do you live exactly?
Who had duck?
Sokka, this is the 10th
Yeah.
dead end you've led us to.
I think I've had it once.
We already came through this way. There's only one explanation. The tunnels are changing.
I'm gonna have to pull some Laura Croft stuff to get out of there.
tells me you're refugees. We were once refugees ourselves.
When I was a little girl, the Fire Nation raided our farming village.
All the men were taken away. That was the last time I saw my father.
I haven't seen my father in many years.
Oh.
There's like a Sith
he
Lord
fighting in
there
the
with his
war?
eyes.
His scar's kind of cool.
I knew we shouldn't have come down here.
Right. If only we listened to you.
Everyone be quiet.
Listen.
Shane, what is that? You know how I feel about terrible things.
It's a giant flying thing with teeth.
That's a terrible thing.
Wolfbat? Yes.
Poor Appa.
Yeah, it's no use. We're separated. But at least you have us.
Can I join you?
Fire Nation has hurt you.
True.
It's okay.
They've hurt me too.
Yep.
Oh, don't let the cave-in get you down. Don't let the cave-in get you down, Sokka.
Aang, look! We found the exit.
There you go. Jeez.
That's where he hit it, and then it rolls out and goes to the side.
This isn't
Yeah.
the exit.
No. It's a tomb.
Yes.
must be the two lovers from the legend. That's who's buried here.
These pictures tell their story.
Two lovers.
They met on top of the mountain that divided their two villages. The villages were enemies, so they could not be
I like
together.
those bold lines and kind of Japanese art look. Like Okami.
The two lovers learned earthbending from the badger moles. They became the first earthbenders. They built elaborate tunnels so that they could meet secretly.
Anyone who tried to follow them would be lost forever in the labyrinth.
But one day the man didn't come. He died in the war between their two villages.
Devastated, the woman unleashed a terrible display of her earthbending power.
She could have destroyed them all. But instead, she declared the war over.
Both villages helped her build a new city where they would live together in peace.
The woman's name was Oma, and the man's name was Shu. The great city was named Omashu as a monument to their love. Love is brightest in the dark. I have a crazy idea.
What?
Never mind, it's too crazy.
The curse says we'll be trapped in here forever unless we trust in love. Right?
And here it says, love is brightest in the dark, and has a picture of them kissing.
Where are you going with
Uh-oh.
Well,
What if we kissed?
Ah!
Kissing?
See, it was a crazy idea.
us kissing. What was I thinking?
Can you imagine that?
Yeah. I definitely wouldn't want to kiss you.
Oh, well, I didn't realize it was such a horrible option.
Sorry I suggested it.
No, I mean, if it was a choice between kissing you and dying... What?
Good job,
I was saying
Aang.
I would rather kiss you than die. That's a compliment.
Well, I'm not sure which I would rather do. What is wrong with me?
I don't know, kid. No one could be that dumb.
Junior, where are your manners? You need to thank these nice people.
Thank you.
I know you don't think there's any hope left in the world.
But there is hope. The Avatar has returned.
I know.
He's...
That's funny.
Yeah.
What are you doing? These people just showed you great kindness.
They're about to show us a little more kindness.
Well?
That's terrible.
Isn't that fucking horseshit?
That's only one thing
What
to
are we
do.
gonna do?
Well,
What can we do?
I'm sure you can think of something. What's that?
What's the idea is, did they kiss or did they not?
Ugh. I was gonna say, I'd be paranoid about whatever's behind me in the darkness.
I'm more paranoid about the ocean. And all the darkness underneath you.
Yeah.
No! They were trying to
Absolutely.
get away from something!
From what?
It's like a badger.
Precisely.
Or a mole or something.
Hey, those things are music lovers.
Badger moles coming toward me. Come on, guys, help me out.
That's how the two lovers found each other. They just put out their lights and followed the crystals. That must be the way out!
So,
Let's go.
What
Just like the legend says, we let love lead the way.
Really? We let huge, ferocious beasts lead our way.
Why is your forehead all red?
Nobody react to what I'm about to tell you. I think that kid might be the Avatar.
So are you guys gonna come to Omashu with us?
Nope.
Okay. Thanks for everything, Uncle.
Even if you're lost, you can't lose the love because it's in your heart.
I present to you the Earth Kingdom city of Oh no.
It's not good.
Not good at all. Did they kiss or not kiss?
I don't know. Aang gave a little smirk there.
And Katara at the end, I think.
Yeah, I think they probably did.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's what I think. Do you talk about it or not?
Those two right now, probably not.
Do you?
Never.
You don't talk about that shit.
I've never kissed a girl, so. Hypothetically, if I was going to kiss a girl, I wouldn't talk about it. Don't kiss, don't tell.
Precisely. I think when I was real young, I would talk about it with her after, like, or maybe the next day. Like, how'd you feel? Wasn't that so cool?
This was before I moved to Marietta, obviously.
Yeah.
I was in, like, probably 6th or 7th grade. We were at this party. And back then, a party was, like, going to, like, the skate zone or, you know, going to something like that. But they rented out a hall of, like, this church. And we were all just kind of just hanging out, dancing, having a good time, whatever. And I'll never forget they did, like, a truth or dare. The most popular girl in our grade.
Yeah.
Someone said, I dare you to kiss Tom Wire.
Really?
And I remember my face got blood red. And I'm thinking, there's no way she's going to do it. And this is in front of, like, 15 of our classmates.
Yeah.
Dude, she walked right up and planted one right on my lips.
Really? Was that your first kiss?
It wasn't my first kiss, but, like, it was definitely the most memorable at the time.
Yeah.
Because, like, she was, like, the most popular girl in school, period. Like,
when
guys...
When was your first kiss?
I don't know, probably like that same year. Like,
mine wasn't until the very end of freshman year, and I got a blowjob on the same day. And you know which came first? The blowjob. It's because I was really torn over this one girl, and I wouldn't date anyone my freshman year in high school. Like, even though I was like the new kid, I went to a private school, so I think people thought I was like rich and good looking, but really I'm not at all. Like, I think when I realized it wasn't going to happen, I just went crazy. I blamed maybe myself and maybe at the time her, even though it was all my fault for being super attached. So I just went nuts. And then when I met you, you know how it was. And you know what I mean? Yeah, I remember that first kiss, though. She had a lot more experience than me, and then that continued for a long time.
It's just weird because there's so many blocks of my memory in my life, especially in, like, middle school, elementary school and stuff that I just don't remember. But, like, that kiss, I remember, like, how that girl's hair smelled. I remember, like, just being super embarrassed because, like, all the other kids are staring at me. And, like, the point was, like, the next week in school, because I was on, like, a Friday or Saturday night, the next week in school, like, a bunch of the guys were like, hey, that weren't there, were like, hey, we heard you kissed so-and-so.
Yeah.
And I acted like I didn't know what they were talking about. I'm like, what?
You play it cool?
Yeah, I was like, what?
See, that's the thing. Like, this girl, I remember later that night I called her and I was just being weird about it. I was just talking about it and saying, that was my first kiss and everything. She goes, all right. You know, like, I really screwed it up. But funny enough, senior year, she went to a different school. And then senior year, we were popular. We had the 3rd Street house. And then I remember she came over, I was the biggest dick in the world, act like I didn't know her. But it's because I remember how pissed I was. But it's really my fault for being, like, super weird about it.
But if they did kiss, which I'm presuming that they did, then he played it cool afterwards. I've noticed a couple times, like with Prince Zuko, there's been a couple occasions that I can recall where there have been potential, I don't want to go so far as to call them love interests for him, but definitely, I would say romantic advances that he's pushed away because he's so one-track minded on his mission and what he's trying to do. But like, I think her name's Song, the girl in the village that they invite to dinner. It's just like, when she's watching them do that at the end and everything, that's just like, that's really sad.
No, I agree. I'm disappointed that Zuko did that, and I'm also disappointed that Uncle Iroh didn't really put his foot down right there.
Yeah, you could tell.
But I think he doesn't try to, like, he doesn't ever try to control Zuko. He tries to nudge him in the right direction, and then he hopes that, like, I hope he doesn't. I hope he makes a choice to do this thing.
I wonder if Zuko had any remorse when Song was relaying the story of what happened to her father, and she's like, Fire Nation destroyed my family.
Yeah, I think he felt terrible. But then, but he still has his own personal convictions, and his personal journey just outweighs everyone else's sadness in the world that the Fire Nation is causing right now. So, Badger Moles.
What's up with them being able to earthbend?
Oh, that's a good question, but it's a good thing that you caught that. So you should just remember that they do that, right? Anyways, other than that, we're out of here.